Shazam?
Peacemaker. What a joke.
I'm nobody. I came because I have no choice. I came to save my home and the people that I love.
Truth, justice,
the American way.
I'm vengeance.
Hello and welcome to Elseworlds DC fan podcast, part of the To the Infinity Saga and Beyond podcasting network. I guess we're part of Logjam Media, but this also will be on the Marvel feed as well as the DC feed. But it's been since March since we've been together to talk any sort of news or anything like that. So today we're going to watch the Black Adam trailer that has been out for about 3 weeks, but I haven't had a chance to really dive into it. I had one of my dogs had surgery. He's doing well. We had to go to a business trip for my wife, so I was kind of on vacation for a bit. So it was a lot of time eaten up by other things that I haven't had a chance to really get into the weeds of this trailer, but I'm really looking forward to watching it again. I think I've only watched it the one time, so this will be kind of fresh still for me, this Black Adam trailer. So this is, we talked about it before on here. This is one of the shows or movies that I am very excited for this year. Large part because it's going to have Dr. Fate. It's going to have the Justice Society in there, which, I like Dr. Fate a lot. I think he looks really cool, and I'm excited to see him in a movie. I loved seeing him pop up in like Smallville. I haven't watched Stargirl, but I think he shows up in there. I think a lot of the Justice Society does. So that's on my list. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. I'm not too familiar with Black Adam, the character himself. Like, he's been in the recent like Justice League runs. He's currently kind of center stage in Dark Crisis, which is a comic arc that's going on right now. So I'm getting to know him from there, but at that point, he's more of a hero figure, which he's kind of won over, the Justice League. For a point there, he was mostly a villain and kind of anti-hero at times in the comics and such. So it's going to be interesting to see where they take him in the movie here. And I guess I can save some of that for after we watch the trailer. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and let me share my screen. So if you're on the audio version, you are going to hear the trailer. If you're on the video YouTube version, you're going to see the video as well as hear it. But yeah, so we'll watch it probably twice. I'll watch it once without really interjecting, and then I'll watch it again, interjecting some things. So we'll get started.
Black Adam, what have your powers ever given to you? Nothing but heartache.
I was a slave until I died. Then I was reborn a god. My son sacrificed his life to save me. Open fire! War going. Now, I kneel before no one.
War going on outside when you ain't safe from.
In this world, there are heroes.
I feel the pain in my city wherever I go.
And there are villains. Heroes don't kill people.
Well, I do. My vision has shown me
The future.
you have two choices. You can be the destroyer of this world, or you can be its savior. That's up to you.
Behind you!
Did he just catch a rocket?
All black everything. You know my fresh coat.
I love, by the way, that they do this, that they put get DC comics and graphic novels at comic shops. That's really cool that they're advertising that. Also say how you can read that on DC Universe Infinite, all that kind of cool stuff to make people aware that these are comics. You can buy them or you can, read them on a subscription, getting hopefully more people involved with reading comics. So that's our first view of the video. Really excited for this. It's October that this is coming out, which originally was supposed to come out this month. We were supposed to be seeing it in July before they ended up moving Black Adam to October and not Secret Life of Pets, but Super Pets from, I think, like May to July. So now that is in July. So this month we'll see Super Pets. I'm hoping to go see that movie. We do have Thor: Love and Thunder coming out this upcoming week as well. So on the DC side, we have Super Pets this month. Nothing really until Black Adam in October. And then in December, we're having Shazam 2: Fury of the Gods, as that is replacing Aquaman, that got pushed to like March. The Flash is still pushed to June. You may have heard some stuff about Ezra Miller and what they've been doing, but apparently they're still committed to releasing this film and probably stepping away from Ezra Miller as the Flash going forward. If you're not familiar with what they've been doing, you can Google Ezra Miller, and I'm sure you'll find stuff about Hawaii, stuff about choking people, stuff about babies and living in his house with guns, a whole bunch of stuff that I don't really want to get into here, but suffice it to say, they should probably move on from Ezra Miller, remove themselves from the situation, and this whole universe is a mess right now, right? With the DCEU and what, people are going to be confused when Michael Keaton shows up in The Flash and when Michael Keaton shows up in Batgirl because they're used to Robert Pattinson now. So there's going to be this confusion. I think they'll be able to figure it out, but with new ownership, and that's something we haven't really touched on here on the show yet. There's new ownership, right? The Discovery merger has happened, and they've canceled a lot of the DC CW shows. I don't know if that was due to that or not, but that's happened. They canceled the Wonder Twins show, the movie, which we didn't even get to talk about. I was really excited to see Wonder Twins on HBO Max. And this guy who's taking over says that he doesn't want stuff that's specifically made for HBO Max after a certain price point, and that movie was just too expensive. That kind of sucks because he's leaning just towards doing just theatrical stuff, really, when you put it like that. Unless if you're looking at a TV show like Peacemaker, stuff like that. So we'll see how it all shakes out there. But, it sounds like what they've also requested is a Superman movie, which I am all for. Whether it's Henry Cavill or somebody else's Superman, it's been too long. 2013, 9 years ago, that we had a solo Superman movie. Before that, was what, like 8 years with Superman Returns? And then before that, I don't know, probably like 20 years from like Superman 3 or 4. So, they don't have as many iterations of Superman as they do Batman. And I don't think it's that difficult to make a Superman movie. I'm sure that sounds cocky, but I don't mean like I could do it. I just mean it's right now people are raving about Superman and Lois. His role in that show is Superman. He is still if people want to call him corny, truth, justice, better tomorrow, all that kind of stuff. So, there's also rumors that Superman is going to appear in Black Adam. So what we'll do here is we'll rewatch it here. I'm just going to kind of interject with some things, and then we'll go ahead and maybe talk a little bit more about this.
Black Adam.
So this is Pierce Brosnan
What
as
have your
Dr. Fate
powers ever
talking.
given to you?
As we're seeing Black Adam in a tank.
Nothing but heartache.
I was a slave until I died. Then I was reborn a god. My son sacrificed his life to save me. Now, I kneel before no one.
Going on outside we ain't safe from.
In this world,
So we're getting, Hawkman,
they're heroes
Atom Smasher,
Painting my city wherever I go.
Dr. Fate suited up here.
and they're villains. Heroes don't kill people.
Well, I do.
My vision has shown me
The future.
you have two choices.
I hope we get a cape,
You can
not
be the
just
destroyer of this world,
this.
or you can be its savior. That's up to you.
Behind you!
Did he just catch a rocket?
All black everything. You know my fresh coat.
All right. There it is the second time. So yeah, that is Black Adam trailer. So we do see at least 3 Justice Society members. I think there's a 4th one that we didn't really get a good look at, Cyclone. But if you're not familiar with what the Justice Society is, they're kind of like the original Justice League. They first appeared in 1940. So they've kind of now in modern days been a World War II era Justice League, pretty much, with Justice Society. So you have like I said, Atom Smasher. They usually have like one of the Flashes, Jay Garrick, right? One of the original Green Lanterns, Stargirl, Power Girl. Sometimes it looks like, or in this iteration, Hawkman. Yeah, like Hour Man is usually in here. They have a lot of these like older characters who appear in back then. Black Adam's first appearance was in 1945 in the comic book The Marvel Family, issue number 1. In that, he was an ancient Egyptian named Teth Adam, and was chosen by the wizard Shazam to be his successor. This is kind of like how we saw in Shazam that there was an extra chair, right? And how Shazam offers Billy Batson the same sort of deal. So when they all sit down at the end of Shazam, there's an extra chair that is for Black Adam, who is still part of the Shazam Marvel family. Marvel not meaning Marvel Comics, Marvel meaning Captain Marvel, the DC character original, as that gets confusing, I'm sure. But originally these characters were with Fawcett Comics before DC Comics got the rights to them. But yeah, he's mainly been... In 1994, he had a revised origin where he was the son of the Pharaoh Ramses the second. So I'm not sure what they'll be going with here. I guess we'll find out as we go, but he's been around for a while. He's really, I think, increased in popularity a lot recently. He's been more prevalent in, I think, like the New 52, DC Rebirth, stuff like that. But overall, really excited to see this film and see the Justice Society of America take shape here. I wonder if they'll be even called that. They might just be called Justice Society. But yeah, this is something that I think is really exciting. It is almost here. Should have been here this month, but we're going now to just 3 months away from that moment. So yeah, that is Black Adam. So I hope everybody liked the trailer. I thought it was a pretty good trailer. Now, what I want to talk about is kind of where we're going roadmap for this show. Is I really do want to cover Dark Crisis, the comics, which is going on right now. I want to talk Superman and Lois, which just wrapped up season 2. I just caught up on that. So that's all good. I really want to talk some Superman and Lois on here. And I want to talk Smallville, seasons 1 through 10, like a retrospective, you know. Michael Rosenbaum and Tom Welling have announced that they're doing a revisiting podcast called Talkville, where they'll be doing that once a week about an old episode. So if you're never watched Smallville and you want to, it's on Hulu. You can go at the pace that Talkville is going to be going on. And you can also listen to it's Always Hold On to Smallville, which is a Smallville podcast by Zach Moore, who who I've been acquaintances with, I guess. You know, we did a fantasy baseball league draft together where I was able to talk to him about Smallville and stuff like that. But it's a great show. He's through like season 7 or close to that right now. So if you are going to watch Smallville, or if you have watched Smallville and you just want weekly listens, you can catch yourself up through the backlog of Always Hold On to Smallville, and he does one for Always Hold On to Superman and Lois as well. So that's good. That's what I usually like to listen to. But what I also want to say is that I'm not going to do like weekly breakdowns of those shows, kind of like what we did with Peacemaker when I had Jack on and we talked just kind of the whole thing of season 1. If I have somebody on to talk about Superman and Lois, it'd be covering probably seasons 1 and 2. And then Smallville would just probably be one episode of us just talking about the love of Smallville. If you're interested in talking or about any of those topics, you can email us. And in the email, you can give information about like what you liked about it, or if you actually want to come on the show, you can do that as well. Just reach out to us at I am finding the email elseworldsdcfan@gmail.com, or you can DM us on Twitter at elseworldsdcfan, facebook.com/elseworldsdcfan. We're on Instagram too under that elseworldsdcfan. So if you want to talk any of those topics and actually be on an episode, you can reach out and we can see if we can get you in here. Or if you just want to give us your feedback via email or Twitter and say, hey, I'm a big Smallville fan. I really like that show. Here's my favorite parts or whatever, favorite episodes, stuff like that. And we can cover all of that. So I'd like to kind of do those type of things, those three things, like Dark Crisis, Smallville, Superman, and Lois, as we build up to Black Adam in October. So we don't really have anything weekly to talk about at times. Sometimes the news is a little slow. So those would kind of be topics as we get closer to October. And then October we'll cover Black Adam. We'll do maybe 1 or 2 episodes about that. And then we'll get ready for Shazam in December. We might even do like little book club episodes where we talk about like, here's a famous Black Adam arc, before October rolls around. We might do the same thing for Shazam before Shazam 2 rolls around, etc., etc. I've kind of done that before on To the Infinity Saga and Beyond, and I felt like it worked pretty well with what we were talking about on there. Okay. Well, that's pretty much all that there is to talk about right now. So I hope everyone has enjoyed this episode. Reach out to us at the places we mentioned or in the show notes. You can get those socials again. But have a great holiday weekend if you're celebrating July 4th here in the USA, or if you're not celebrating it here or elsewhere. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.